I believe the world has gotten worse because people are too afraid to call out rude or disrespectful behavior, and I refuse to stay passive about it. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and honestly, it frustrates me how much the world has changed when it comes to calling people out. There was a time when it wasn't considered rude or overstepping to point out problematic behavior, whether it was a kid being disrespectful in public or an adult crossing a line. I grew up in a world where neighbors, teachers, even strangers could look you in the eye and tell you to knock it off when you were being a jerk, and as much as I hated it in the moment, it shaped me. It reminded me that my actions had consequences beyond my own bubble, but somewhere along the line, people became afraid of being labeled too harsh, judgmental, or toxic. Now it feels like everyone has decided it's safer to stay passive, to mind their own business, even when someone is clearly out of line. And I can see the result everywhere I go. Kids screaming at their parents in stores. Teenagers trashing public places without anyone daring to speak up. Adults cutting lines or being rude in restaurants and no one saying a word. Don't get me wrong. I know kids are kids. They're supposed to be loud, messy, and sometimes thoughtless. I was the same. But there's a difference between being silly and being intentionally rude. And I don't think we should be afraid to call out that difference. Parents can't be everywhere all the time, and pretending otherwise is naive. Once upon a time, it really did take a village. Now, people look the other way. Maybe film it on their phone for social media, but they don't step in. I can't help but believe the world has gotten worse because of this passivity. When we stop holding each other accountable, we send the message that bad behavior is tolerated, maybe even acceptable. That's how you end up with people who think it's fine to disrespect others, because no one ever told them otherwise. So yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I think we've all played a part in creating a world where assholes thrive, simply because we got too scared to say, hey, that's not okay.